Hi everybody, welcome back. Regrowth with me, Sid, in the ugly armour. Yeah, so since last episode, I've managed to unlock a few more quests that were stubbornly refusing to unlock. So that's still the same. That's still the same. I can't seem to get that damn thing unlocked at all. Apparently, that is blood. What was it? Blood runes and blood ultimate. I recrafted them in a creative world, didn't make any difference. A couple new quests appeared in what the world embraces. Encoding the world hasn't changed. How the world grows hasn't changed. The way the world feels, stubbornly refusing to unlock. Thanks for C for suggesting all the things I did, but they're not working. Did manage to get the steam boiler sorted, however. How the world changes is the same. How the word bleeds has got new quests, so we've got new blood magic stuff to play with. Yeah, most of it pretty straightforward, I think. And how the world enhances obviously hasn't changed. I have constructed 4 advanced solar generators, not in non-creative. That's going to give us a whole bunch of that once this is complete, and it needs 32 solar evaporation blocks, 2 valves and 1 controller. Now that wouldn't sound so bad, but look, solar evaporation blocks, you need 32 of these, so we need 32 times 8, what's that, 64, 128, 256 copper plates, straight off the bat. We also need these, that makes 8, so that's not too bad. We only need 4 lots of this. Steel plates, not too bad. Portable tank is iron, and those not too bad. So that bit is probably fairly easy. But then you hit these, you've got elite control mechanisms, dynamic valves, we use basic control. Steel casing, well, we know all about that, unpleasant. 3 more elite control mechanisms, block of copper, more steel casings, more blocks, more glass. Yeah, that is going to be hell. I'm intending to do it. Don't get me wrong, I am intending to do it. I would like to build a mechanism reactor. It's difficult enough in vanilla mechanism. Oh, let me just sleep quickly. Without adding in the fun and games that Regrowth adds to the equation. But yeah, I mean, we can do that. It's all bulk processing mainly. I have now got these up and running, and I've made a few tweaky changes to the thing. So I've just done 3 rather than 6, which I'd originally thought. I think that'll be more than adequate for my Britannia needs. But what I've done is I brought this lot into this is coming up into a barrel. The barrel is then creating blocks of charcoal using this auto assembler with a schematic. That's pretty straightforward stuff. Those are coming out straight into a hopper, which only has the first slot open for 64, and then that loops round. There is still a chance that these chests will fill up. Behind this, the hopper's locked, and basically I've got a hovering hourglass which is unlocking that every 60 seconds, so it can drop a block of charcoal. So a little bit more controlled, times 3. Yeah, it's always a fun when you retrofitting. You know, you've got a design and then everything changes now. And then I put the spark on here with dominant traits, so these will keep cooking. Eventually these 3 will empty, we can get rid of them, and the world should be, if not good and happy, at least reasonable. I'm sure I could do a better design than that, but I really just needed something that was going to work, you know. So, plans for today. Well, first things first, let us have a quick peek at this. We need some clippers and some seed storage. Let's go and see what's involved with making those. They should be a nice, quick, easy win. And then maybe if I'm feeling really brave, I might start tackling that solar evaporator stuff. Yes. Okay, I want clipper. How do I make a clipper? I make a pair of shears. Okay, done. I then do that. And there's some clippers. And then we need seed storage, was it? Seed. We don't need this now. We're obviously well beyond that. But I am interested to see how this goes. Have I not got planks? Let me just. What did I have there? Right. So I need to make another chest. And then I need to make. What have I got? Any oak? This is going to be wood specific, isn't it? Oak. Yes. There we go. I haven't got much though, so we'll not waste it. That will do. I mean, grow more. That's not a big problem with that seed storage. So let's have a look. Seed storage gives me 8 more, and that gives me pumpkin clippings. I don't want those for definite. In fact, let me bin some stuff out my inventory. You can tell I've been kind of running around doing stuff and things. So let's have a look at this seed storage, because yeah, and, you can sort it by interesting. Does it? It doesn't actually stack together. Does it do anything fancy with the seeds? Sorry, this is a new feature in Agricraft. Obviously a new item, and yeah, I'm not familiar with it. So let me just pop one of these down here. Let's go and grab those. Chuck those in. Does that take more than one? Surely that takes more than one. No, it is. Okay. Well, that's actually not that brilliant, has to be said. Does it have any? Yes, it does. It's not as good as I would have liked. I think the filing cabinet is a better device, but like I say, you know, quick wins on the quests, isn't it? Because now that's all the way back to complete again. Right. Yeah, I think we got all the life of the world done, how the world grows done. Right, so I am going to. I think we're going to make a start tackling this evaporation stuff. But we'll cook those because they're not much use for it else. So 256 copper plates. So that's going to be 256 copper ingots. Copper. 1, 2, 3, 4. And get the old rolling machine going. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Right, that's off doing its thing. Let's have a look what else we need. Solar evaporators. We need the dynamic tank. So we need steel plates, and then we need these, which are things that I need. What did I say? 32. So I need 4 of those. Should be able to, I think, handle that. Dynamic tank. Those. So what does that? Left shift and K. Carry 14 buckets. Yeah, okay. They're not too bad then. Obviously a bit like the portable tank. So 1, 2, and 3, and a 4. Now I don't think I have steel plates. I have a few. I've got plenty of steel though. So I'm trying to think how many I needed. I needed 4, didn't I, once this is done. So that's that, and then solar. Oh, that's it. That's all we need for that. So that's those, and then for these we're going to need elite control circuits, which need advanced control circuits. man, this is going to be painful. Right, we've definitely not got those. So those are made up like that. So that's missing those. So what I probably need to do is make some of enriched alloy and enhanced circuit board. I only needed 2 of those though, didn't I? So that is 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 7 elite circuits for the time being. Great. Right. Oh, first 64 done. Yeah. Alright, I've got this making me a bunch of chipsets at the moment. This is going to take an age, so I'm probably going to go in AFK somewhere just for half an hour or so while that does things. But in the meantime, I have got the necessaries for those 8 16 32, which should give me the necessaries for these. If I bang those out, that gives us 32 of those, which should be, where are we? The way the world enhances. That and that. So it's just these 2 we're working on now to clear that one. That's going to give us another 64 of those blocks. So yeah, I am going to be waiting a little while for this lot to finish cooking and get a little bit of the forestry circuits done as well, because they need we need some more of these. So I probably need to process some more bronze actually as well, just for good measure. Oh, I put it all away, didn't I, because I'm a good boy. Yeah, I definitely need more bronze. Bronze is... oh, right, let's have a look. Bronze. Forestry. If we get molten bronze... there is a... Where are we? What's Mekanism bronze? Copper and tin dust. That's the thing. Now the other bronze, of course, is Tinkers, and Tinkers is 3 copper to 1 tin to 4. That's probably the cheaper of the lot. So yeah, I'll get some of that going, and that can be running in the background while I'm doing the rest of the stuff. So get some tin. I probably need to process up some tin as well. Let me pop those in. That's off, that's fine. Have I not got a bucket? Yeah, just give me a bucket, thank you. Yeah, so that's going to be running along in the background, doing its own thing, and I'll be back. Okay, it's been a while. If we have a look at chipsets, I made a bunch. I've just made up 6 of these to make 4 elite circuit boards. We need another 3 for the controller, but we'll come to that in a moment. Let's have a look at this then. So I'm going to need some of that. I'm going to need 1. I need another. What was the item there? Refined steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. I better do 8, hadn't I? Always something you're missing. But there you go. That's the nature of the beast. It is what Minecraft is. Now, if I remember rightly, I think this is fairly quick in the old blast furnace here. How are you doing? Oh, another 64 coal coke. One day I'll come up with a use for these 4. What are these? 423.5 buckets of creosote as well. But oh, maybe it's not as fast as we thought. Okay. Let me just have a double click, see if there is a... refined steel. Infernal blast furnace or a blast furnace. Yeah, it's pretty much. Oh, you can use aluminium in there. That's but it's all 400 ticks, whatever, which is what, for 20 ticks a second. It's not that bad. So yeah, we got that. What else are we missing? Solar thingamabobs. Dynamic valves. We need 4 of those, which means I'm going to need some more steel plates, I think. Solar, bang, bang, bang. Yes, definitely need steel plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 12. I think I'm going to need, off the top of my head. Where's my rolling machine? Off you go. Oh, that should have finished doing that lot. Yeah, using those, you know, the compressed ingredients, absolutely way better. I will never use raw ingredients again in that thing. And doing the last one, if you go. And bang, that's 12 steel. So we can. Oh, you can make it. It makes 8. All right, fine. Better, even better then. So we got those. I need copper plates. Do I need copper plates for that as well? Yeah, let's do 3 lots of copper plates then. That should be 12, shouldn't it? Yeah. I can do maths. I mean, fortunately the rolling machine is pretty fast. It's not too bad. It's the bottleneck for me is this thing and the laser arrays. And the lasers you can just set going and forget about. So yeah, it's not too bad, realistically speaking. But what we do need is another steel casing, so we're definitely going to want that. See how that refined steel's going. There we go, got it. And that should be everything we need to do for the valves, and then it's just the controller, which, of course, that, you know, you'd be forgiven if you were thinking that. I would think that also. Oh, you need 2. I'm going to need to do a lot of refined steel then. Let's get these done. Oh, yes, they're in my inventory. Should have just placed them. Oh well, doesn't matter. So that should be... Right, where's my quest book gone? I mean, it's not a problem. They're easy enough to make. If I remember correctly, they are just something like that. But I would love to know where that went. Right, where are we? The way the world enhancers. So it's 1 solar evaporation controller. And so for a solar evaporation controller, we're going to need just the just the chips, which we can't make that one. No, get there eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4. My God, I don't believe it. That was actually almost like I'd planned that, except for iron things, which we need 3 of. And my bucket's there. So 1, twice, 3 times an iron circuit, refined circuit board. So that will cook up that, and that will give us what? Well, in theory, I'm trying to think. If I remember rightly, does it give us any clues? I can't remember if it's a 5x5. Let's have a look. Blah blah blah. You'll need to delve into the use of the power of the sun to evaporate. Yeah. Have a 4x4 footprint, can be from 3 to 18 blocks tall. The controller block must be in the top layer, along with the 4 advanced solar panels, which need to be in the corners of the top layer. Other than that, except for the bottom layer, all the layers are hollow and consist of solar evaporation blocks. You will also need solar evaporation valves on the face of the plant, serving as input and output. Right. With me so far. Almost there. 3. Did I want 3 or 4? I wanted 3, didn't I? 1, 2, 3. Solar controller. Bang. Bang. Oh, I actually had steel casings. Cool. And that should be that quest complete to get 2 Mekanism, 64 blocks. Oh, induction. What the hell's this? That energy cell you've got there, but how would you like it to be able to store way more? If so, then the induction matrix is for you. At its simplest, it can store 8 times as much power as the ultimate energy cube. So multi-block goes from 3x3x4 to 18x18x18. The external walls must be formed of induction casings and or ports, with the ports not placeable on the edges. The ports are where the power is input and output. The internal blocks can be of any combination of induction cells, induction providers or air, as long as at least there is one cell and provider. Wow, this is all new. I'm just intrigued. Not going to start it, but induct. Oh wow. Oh wow. Basic cell is 400 million. It's 400 million? Jesus. The induction casing is just steel plate and energy tablet makes. Oh, that's expensive though. Port elite, yeah, figures. Lithium dust. Now that's you need to use a chemical liquid lithium, which you get from the tower. That is 4 of those. Oh Christ. Yeah, that gives you 25,000 RF per tick output. I think I'm reading that right. 204,000 RF per tick. Will output 30 million RF per tick. Yeah. Okay. That's that. Getting gassy. Well, I mean, I've actually done that, but I'll need to make another one anyway. Right, let me store this for now. Check how long we've been going, and alright, so we're about 23 minutes, so just to finish off, we're going to make a start and get this next quest, the electrolytic separators and things done. So we need to make one of these. In fact, we need to make 2 of those, but I'm short steel plate, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to put some more steel through at this rate. Nope, not that. That one. And then we'll have those osmium plates. Click to craft. So yeah, heavily machine crafting episode this time, but what I would like to try and do for next, or start next episode, is actually start on the process of gathering the stuff we need to make the reactor work. And there's all sorts of things we need, like these, the electric pump. We're going to need a couple of those. We're going to need a filter upgrade for the pump to make heavy water. I think it's the electrolytic separator we then use to separate out the, can't remember which one it is from that. But anyway, yeah, there's lots and lots of things. We need one of those, and all of that should come together to make an electrolytic separator. We should have a tank, and the last thing we need is a basic pressure tube, which is here and is dead simple. So we'll just do 8 of those. That should satisfy the quest. That's going to give us 2 more gas tanks. That opens up fluid conversion, so we know, oh yes, it's that one. We need a rotary condensator. Oh, we get energy upgrades for that as well. That'll be nice. Still need to craft them though. And pressurized reaction chamber. Oh, interesting. So burning biofuel is cutting it when wound up first to gaseous ethene to burn in the gas generator. You'll need to react biofuel with water and hydrogen in a pressurized reaction chamber. You'll even get substrate, the basis for plastic production. Oh, cool. Interesting new things to play with all over. What's that? That is oxygen, that is hydrogen. Okay, well that's fine. So yeah, there's a lot of things to be going on with. Now, one thing I was going to do, just to... And I needed some ardite, didn't I? Have I got any? I've got a little bit. There is one more quest which we need to play with, which is these. Now, I made my speed upgrades before these were a quest, so it didn't recognise them, and I haven't made energy upgrades. And by all accounts, how many did you need? 1 of each. By all accounts, these things are where I went wrong with this, and I'm trying to think whether it was C or Neros who pointed this out, but anyway, thank you whoever pointed it out. Me terrible at these things. You basically, I've got my 3 speed upgrades in there. You actually also should ideally put, for every speed upgrade, you should put an energy upgrade in, and that offsets the energy usage and all sorts of good stuff like that. So I'm just going to do 3 sets of these, just because I can. And the upgrades are fairly simple, if I recall correctly. They're not the cheapest of things. Upgrade? Are you not going to show me the energy upgrade, perhaps? The energy upgrade is ardite plates, 2 enriched, and a efficiency lens, which is a mana lens with a rune of water. And we know the speed upgrade. Oops, not the speed. Somewhere in there is a lens of velocity, which is a mana lens, and that. So these are pretty straightforward. Let me just go and dump those and do 12, I think it was, wasn't it? Wrong thing. So 12 of those. 12 of those. What did we... Oh, they used alloy. Oops. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I'm going to need some glass panes. 1, 2. And I'm going to need some iron. 8 of. He says, counting out 9. There we go. And these, of course. And what that should do is allow me then to balance this factory off a little bit and make the power drain less. I mean, you know, when you think about it, it was when I was flapping around trying to figure out what the energy drain was coming from. It was actually pretty damned obvious. Of course, what I didn't mention is I'm upgraded to the latest version, 8.7, so whatever it is. Which means, of course, in Britannia now, if we skip through Britannia, you will notice no mana petals. The mana petals have gone. We now have floral powder, which I think, if I get have I got a purple petal? Yes. And if I let me just put that up here and go B and get, it's probably, No, are you in there then? Yeah. If we do and get the floral powder, which is the replacement for mana petals, I think you can actually dye your mana pools. Or you get mana powder if you throw it into one with a catalytic, damn it. Oh well, that's fun for another time. What we need is to do what we set out to do, which is 8 of those. They will go in here, and I know I should have right-clicked those in, but me, lazy. And then we needed, I think it was an air and a water. Now let's just double check. The speed upgrade is velocity, which is air, and that's mass velocity, and then the other one was the efficiency. Was it the efficiency? Let me check it. Energy upgrade. It was the efficiency. Again, doesn't really matter if we foul that up, but and then you had this going on. No, just one of those and one of those, and the velocity, that gives you your speed upgrade, and one of those and one of those with your efficiency gives us the energy upgrade, which should in turn complete that. And I'm going to take the energy upgrade, because obviously I made a whole load of speed upgrades. So what we should hopefully see now, if we go and put, let's go into here and go 1, 2, 3. So energy is, and speed. So now let's have a look. The using 71 needed, blah blah blah. Okay, let me go and run some more tin. Because I've got lots of tin. So that should be on and using, oh, what did I just chuck in there? I have no idea. What was there? Sure, it'll come to me. But now we're only using 284 RF per tick. So yeah, that's still going up, but it's considerably less than the several thousand RF per tick that we had. So if I go and stick one more energy upgrade in there, that is using considerably less. So we could go all the way, whole hog on that, and put all of those, because they're not that expensive. And then we can just put speed upgrades in to match what we want. Now I think with the energy is now 10 times more effective. Well, yeah, we're using 118 RF per tick, much lower. Turn that off. Anyway, that's another quest done, most importantly. Oh, it was a quest book. That's what I put in there, but it's there this time. I haven't lost it this time. Oh dear. So that just leaves us a few quests on there, but we're getting there. It's going to take us a while to get the entire reactor thing set up, and I know a number of people have said that I didn't even bother. I took one look at it and went, no. And to be quite honest, I can't blame them. It is a horrendous thing, even in basic Mekanism. So, yeah. But until next time, that's definitely one for the future. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching, as per usual. And until then, I will see you soon. And bye for now.